down your weapon. You have 10 seconds to comply. 10, 9, 8.
Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm here again, drawing on my iPad. Like I have been all day long. I've been drawing all day long, like since this morning until now. What's up, Ricker, Sweepo, Vega, Druid? Yeah, that's one of the drawings I finished coloring. Uh, Also did Akumi here. Oh, her cheeks look really red, huh? I must have been getting tired. Let's see. Wait, how's this go? How's everyone doing tonight? Man, everything looks different when I'm looking at it on another screen. Turn on the light. Ugh. Man, it looks so different. I gave her a big eyebrows. I don't know if they work. Akumi with a big O eyebrows looks different. Oh, that sneeze coming. I did some other drawings too, but I can't really show those. It just looks so different. I think it's a background. I think it's her eyebrows. I'm not sure if them eyebrows work. I always give Akumi like skinny eyebrows, so this is kind of this is what I do. I do some warm ups on an existing drawing. Oops. I'm freaking using my keyboard. Trying to make some key art for the mobile game. I don't know how many I'm gonna be able to make, but at least the main characters I wanna get some Capcom Bangus Capcom inspired key art going. Yeah, I don't think Akumi with big, bushy white eyebrows works. Putting in the black eyebrows automatically it looks better. It's worth a try. Look at the difference immediately. See how the eyebrows change her face completely? Amazing. Amazing what eyebrows will do. So I was thinking maybe today I saw this exercise that some artists do. They'll draw a famous scene from a movie, like a famous movie scene or iconic movie scene. Kind of like, for example, Forrest Gump sitting on the bench is a famous movie scene. So maybe we can think of like a movie scene and then put a character in that scene, a different character in that scene. That could be fun. That could be a good time. I plan to go to the gym after this stream. See how well that works out. I feel like when I work out in the morning, I'm like way dehydrated. Smeltonius next. I'm gonna look up. We can do Motonius. I'm gonna look up a movie scene. See what I can find. I think she's looking a little too real world. Maybe her mouth. I'll give her a more simplistic mouth. The 20-year-old overlay. I don't know if that works either. Alien box cover with Ripley and Newt, but instead of Akumi and Droid. Alien box cover. I have to check that out. Dylan and Dutch famous handshake from Predator, but it's Akumi and Metonius. Dylan and Dutch. Both I know the one you're talking about from Predator. What about Star Wars Revenge of the Sith fight with Anakin and Obi-Wan, but with like an evil Akumi fighting a wounded Jade? Get to the chopper. Get to the chopper. Chopper. That's really bad. Arnold Schwarzenegger had so many one-liners. Obviously, the most famous one is "I'll be back, I'll be back." It's not a tumor. I entertain myself with how bad my interpretations are. Impersonations. Unregistered cam vibe? What is that? What's up, Hangro? Why am I off to the side? Boom. Where's the camera controls? Camera controls. You know the riddle of steel? I can't remember the famous line from Conan the Barbarian. I just remember the last part. And the lamentation of the women. Because I never knew what that meant. Conquer your enemies, see them driven before you, and the lamentation of the women. Conan, what is best in life? To crush your enemy, to see them driven before you, and a lamentation of the women. To crush your enemies. Okay. Army of Darkness, Ash, but with Akumi. I want to see what this alien scene looks like. I'm curious. Oh, yeah, I remember this cover. But with a drone. That would make a good, that would make a good cover. I think it's, let me see, a bit on the nose with drone and Akumi, but I think it would still work. What other ones are there? The lemon something of women. The lamentation. Isn't that the word? Lamentation of the women. Which means the weeping, the crying of women. Or the mourning. Lamentation. Yeah, like lament. I think, yeah, lamentation. Yeah, passionate expression of grief, the lamentation of women, of the women. Bring Miltonius the Conqueror and Dage the Destroyer now to AQW. I don't control what comes to AQW. Army of Darkness, Evil Dead, Sing, Groovy. Arnold Schwarzenegger is the best. He's the best. I'm gonna do some just random sketches first. Looks like I like to draw monsters when I'm just drawing random stuff. Someone had suggested I do this shoulder armor, which is I forget the name of the armor I made. From one of the armors I made. I like making a really crazy anatomy. I'm gonna try this super thin waist. That's what I'm talking about. I either make super buff dudes or super lanky. Have his head turning like extremely downward. This is reminding me of the old animation Batman. I forget the name. It's Batman Returns, or the futuristic Batman animation. It's the body type does. Whoa. This is super extreme. Super duper extreme. His face is going like straight into his chest. I might have gone too far. Oh yeah, sneak peek of Miltonius. The absolute Batman, big muscle with an axe. Let me open up the software for the game. It's looking like death. I like to push the proportions beyond the norm. Making him look like the Slender Man. I just had a thought as I'm drawing here. Like, I wonder if anyone's started a stream. I'm sure they have, where all they do is type prompts into AI and get the drawing results within a couple of seconds, and just do that the entire stream. That'd be way more efficient. Just watching a Joe Rogan podcast where they're talking about AI taking over everything. Yeah, these are types of hoods and kit I would make all the time. Hey, Swepo, thank you. Thank you, Hyung Chang. Yeah, I agree. There's an aspect that's missing from AI art. It can do a fine enough job if you just want things to get pumped out right away. But it doesn't have the soul or creativity. It's funny how quickly people recognize AI now. I think there's always going to be a little bit of that uncanny valley about it. If you look up close at anything AI, it's possible that they get to the point where you can't tell the difference, but got millions upon kind of like evolution of being able to discern what is real human and what is not, or what is made. I don't know, there's always something peculiar about like AI generated humans, for example. Even though they look exactly like real life, there's something off still. Something just not quite right. I need to play. Start playing a video game again. So much of my ideas come from playing video games. Speaking of which, the aspect that's missing from AI art is that it'll never have its human talent, creativity, expression. And I'd argue, most importantly, above all else, soul and passion. Agreed with that, a Truid. Let's see. I'll show you a sneak peek of Miltonius in my mobile game. Let me get it started first. And I need to switch monitors. Shit. And iPad. Dell. Wait, nope. Unity. Oh, here we are. Sometimes it's good to see some armor with no loincloth. I agree with that. That's the shoulder. I like it. You're welcome. Let's see. I still need to redraw his art. All I did was make his head gigantic. But he looks cool when he's fighting. So this will be our home base. Who should we fight? Oh, I made this new level of boss rush. Or cheat. Oh. And he's got his ultimate coming up. Oh shit. I put this lens flare, but I think it's a little too strong. But yeah, I'm gonna add some more animations to his ultimate and his sword attack. I want to make it look kind of like when he attacked an AQW, where all the swords come down from the different angles. So we'll see how it goes. So there's your sneak peek. Let's see, is there anything else I added? You'll be able to use the Void Unicorn too. He's just super strong. Pretty much, once you beat all the levels, you can pretty much solo with just the unicorn, but he's expensive. It's fun! It's fun! But you guys will get to play test that soon. I actually have fun play testing that. Switch back. Okay. like doing these value colors. Yeah, I need to start. Yeah, start on another video game. Get some more inspirations. I bought the remaster of the Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Have yet to play that. The animation in Akumi Wars would be great for a beat 'em up. You know, that's funny that you mentioned that. Diagon sent a video of a beat 'em up game as a suggestion for a beat 'em up Akumi Wars game. So some synchronicities there. You're not the only one thinking of that. A beat 'em up would be fun. I don't know if it'll be the next game, but definitely thinking about that. I think it would be a fun thing to work on. Not a simple game, but it would be fun to make. What I've realized, I think I got a message. I got a download message from the universe. I think what I need to do is I need to focus, obviously, on one thing at a time. But like, for instance, this next mobile game and my last game, Akumi Wars, just keep building upon these Akumi games, adding quality, adding quality, adding quality, until it just overflows. with quality before moving on to the next thing. That's how I feel like this mobile game. This mobile game is feeling like that right now, where I'm like, dude, I just want to make more stuff for this game because it's so uh, easy to work with and so easy to add on to. Like I'm excited just to add to it, and that makes me want to add to get started adding to Akumi Wars too. Akumi Wars is a bit more complex, so it's not as easy to get in there and just throw things in. But I know it well enough to where I can. So I want to start doing that too. Just filling Akumi Wars and Akumi Mobile to the brim with every idea, all the content I could think of, until I just can't think of anything else before I move on to the next thing. And opening up commissions for players to get their skins into the games. I think I'm gonna actually do that pretty soon. I keep on saying that, but now that I'm doing YouTube again, I can make a YouTube video about it and advertise it. Okay. Beach Street. I used to play that on the phone. Beach Street is a movie I used to watch when I was a kid, a breakdancing movie. He did almost all the skill animations on Infinity, so why not on a beat 'em up? Yeah. I mean, all the animations that I used in Akumi Wars could be transferred to a beat 'em up. It'd be a little more clunky because it wasn't built specifically for a beat 'em up, but I think it would work. Something to think about. Tulio, the programmer, is really wanting to make a Mega Man like. I don't know if that's going to be the next game. It might be the next Akumi game, but I've got to help Adam on one of his game ideas outside of Infinity next. So that's the next thing. If he actually has time to give that attention. He's so busy all the time. But I think Infinity is almost ready for him to be able to hand off to the team and not oversee. That he can start on another game. This guy's unintentionally October themed looking character with his demon skull face, sort of a bone skeletal structure. What's up, Zaya? What am I drawing right now? I'm just randomly drawing a monster. Inspired by an older armor I did. I think Sweepo suggested making a demon shoulder. And so we got the demon shoulder right there. And then I'm just making up other stuff. Spikiness. Wishing you would take the lead on Infinity like Dage and AQ3D. You know, I think that's what they wanted me to do. But the trade-off would have been not working on my project. And I couldn't accept that proposition. So, yeah, I was offered extra incentives to go full-time on Infinity and to essentially take a bigger responsibility. I guess you could call it a promotion. And I accepted it at first because you always like the idea of rising, and you like the idea of better pay, but I can't stop working on my own projects. And so I ended up retracting my yes to no, I want to continue to work on my projects. Looks like it's a 6 scarecrow. Oh yeah, he does look like a scarecrow. Oh right, Halloween is right around the corner. Yep. What's my favorite holiday? I still like Christmas. Even though I don't really like to celebrate it, I like the feeling. I like seeing the decor. It reminds me of the excitement I had as a kid. The wonder. Halloween is a pretty fun one too, but I don't really do anything on Halloween anymore, so it's not as exciting. I just like the monsters and all that stuff that comes with Halloween. Yeah, a lot of my most fond memories happen around December. When one Christmas, the whole family took a trip to Vietnam together. That was so fun. So I'd have to definitely say Christmas time is my favorite holiday. Universal Studio Monsters. Yeah, I do plan to make one of each classic monster. Can never go wrong with demon shoulders, I agree. Zam, that who's that? It's it's a new character, Dante. A new character with a familiar shoulder and a familiar hood. Oh. You pulled the Daft Punk and put passion over profit. Respect. Thank you, Zaire. Yeah, I never thought I would. Well, the thing is, I already made the wrong decision years before. I chose money over doing my own projects, and I already know the results of that. It was disliking. It was making art a job instead of a passion. And then, like life does, it brings around the same scenario. What do they call it? Life repeated. It repeated itself to me, and I almost took the same path again. But then the more I thought about it, I was like, oh, that's the wrong decision. You already did this. And so, yeah, after a couple of days, after saying yes and then waiting a couple of days, I came back and retracted it. I was like, no, actually, I can't do that. It's kind of like I don't know if you ever watched the story of Sylvester Stallone and how he got Rocky, the movie, made. When he was pitching the Rocky movie, he wanted to be the star of the movie. Uh, he wanted to star in his own movie, but the studios kept saying no. They need a big name actor to play Rocky, and so he held out, even though they kept offering him more and more money. And his reasoning on well, the reason that he said the reason that he was able to not cave into the money, which is kind of interesting, is like I already know how to be poor. It's like I'm used to this, so it's not like it's anything new. I'll continue to live the way I live, but I'm not going to budge on being the star of this movie. I need to be the actor. I need to be the star in the Rocky movie. And so eventually the studio caved in and they said, okay, you can be the star, but you don't get paid up. You only get the back end. You won't get paid anything on the front end. And he agreed. And so I kind of had that same mentality. I was like, man, I already know what it's like to struggle. I can keep struggling. I don't need a raise. I'll get paid what I got paid 20 years ago. No worries. Um, welcome back welcome back, Milton, to AQ Infinity. What do you do for Akumi music now? I haven't really noticed many new Miltonius Arts tracks. I think the last music you did was music video for Jessica. It hasn't been much. There hasn't been much music since Dave started working his job at the movie theater again. So pretty much all the music I've been using now is stuff Dave has already made, or copyright-free music, pre-made music. Hopefully one day we can get Dave back into creating some songs. Always want artists to continue to make art, but it's their decision. Deja vu, that's exactly what it was. The same offer came around a second time, but I made a different decision. The character looks like a bounty hunter, perhaps summoned from the void, contracted by bounties to go after those that hunt them. Well, that's a good story. I like that. The good thing about working on AQW is that it did expand your reach. Yeah, I agree. It still amazes me when I hear about people that were inspired by my work when they were 8 or 10 years old, and now they're in their 20s. I'm like, damn, AQW had some reach. Although usually the people that are fans of my work from AQW are more interested in me doing more AQW stuff and not my own stuff. Kind of a different crowd, which is fine. But understanding that there's a different crowd for different things. Even if you have a bunch of followers, if they only want one thing from you, then, and it's not what you're doing anymore, then it's not really gonna benefit you. And I remember I learned that when I had a friend, actually Tyree, the guy that's the director of the upcoming movie Goat. I was like, at one point when I was working on AQW, it's like, hey man, I'll put like your art into AQW, and it'll reach a ton of people. And then his answer was, well, that's cool, but I don't think that group is interested in the same things that I'm interested in. You know, like he was interested in the shoe culture and you know, stuff that most gamers aren't really into. And that's the first time I thought, yeah, that makes sense. Like, just because you get a bunch of people to follow you or to know about you doesn't mean they're going to support you on the things that you're interested in. So, if you look at my Twitter, for instance, the only time I ever get a big pop on my Twitter is if I make something AQW related. If I do anything related to Akumi or just my art in general, it's like not even half the amount of engagement. It's not a complaint. It's just the way it is. Like, my Twitter followers are specifically geared towards AQW stuff. I guess building an audience on YouTube is good because it's kind of a free market right now. Like, no one knows I'm on YouTube. So anyone who finds me now is kind of a fresh face. I mean, obviously there's going to be some people that know me from AQW or Akumi, but pretty much it's going to be a lot of new people, I think. This guy looked kind of cool. His legacy has been established even when he's gone. Much appreciated, Rigger. Bounty Haunters. That's good. He does look like something. He does look like he would have haunt in his name. The Bounty Haunter. It means the impact of your work is widespread like a virus. To be fair, Twitter is pretty terrible as a platform. Have you tried Blue Sky? I have a Blue Sky account, but the thought of like opening up or trying to post on yet another platform is like, I'm barely trying to get back on YouTube. So, one thing at a time. Hidden treasure it is. Yeah, I don't mind being unknown on YouTube. I don't know why. Maybe because I've already had one channel suspended. So I'm like, I can grow as I don't have to worry about growing fast on here. Oh, you know, I had a better metaphor last time. I compared doing these streams to gain recognition for my projects over time as a water balloon. What a terrible analogy. A better one is a Dragon Ball Z power up. You know how like they take like when they start charging up the fireball or whatever, and it takes them like 5 episodes to to unleash. That's what I'm doing. The kami kam or whatever you call it. That's what I'm doing. I'm charging up my fireball. So as long as I just keep coming back and charging it, eventually I'll be able to release a gigantic world-ending energy ball. So that's what this is. That's what I'm doing. Kame. Yeah, that's that word. There are also a lot of short serialized comics on both platforms that help with finding new fans if you make them. Art challenges to join into if you have time. Yeah, I know there's a lot of things out there, but I can only take part in so much. It takes days before they pull them off. Yeah, my Kame is probably gonna take a couple years, but again, I'm fine with that as long as I show up. Don't count the costs. Just do it. That guy turned out pretty cool. Dude, his muscles look crazy with how I shadowed them. I think they need to be toned down a little bit. Let's see. It's like I see things clear when I can see it on another monitor. Or I see the problems. I don't know if you can see that, but like it's a bit more clear when I remove the highlights. So I think I need to like tone it down. Fun fact, Kame was the name of the great king of Hawaii who united all the Hawaiian islands. Ooh, that's cool. I wonder if that's where Dragon Ball Z got the word from. Because Japan was buying up Hawaii for a long time. Taro Manslayer next. The Orc Swordsman. Pops more like Impact. Yeah, I agree too. I like it, but sometimes when I see it on another monitor, it looks like almost overwhelming or overdone. Could be wrong. I think this back eye is a bit much. Try something here. Experimenting. That ain't it. How do you like Procreate's updated brush library? I haven't really explored it yet, Zaire. I saw it, but yeah, I haven't gone through all the brushes yet, so I can't really judge it yet. I'm sure there's gonna be stuff in there that I can use, but reminds me of a character select screen from a fighting game. Yeah, that's my Capcom inspiration. If that's what it looks like, then I'm doing something right. Yeah, I think it looks better when it's a little more contrast. Yeah. I gotta stop trying to make it. I gotta stop trying to make things too, making things subtle. I think it's good when they pop. I wonder if that green is too much. Been an hour. Or over an hour. What the hell? Come on. I the white background looks a little better. Not sure. But then all the outlines, the highlights I put around are completely gone. I forgot I used to do the completely black background a lot. Huh. I'm still experimenting with these highlight outlines on characters. Sometimes they look great, and sometimes they seem like they're just overwhelming. I can never tell. Have I ever tried making other races? Like what? For example, definitely made elves. Can't say I haven't made elves. And the black background doesn't let you hide any rough spots. That's the problem with that. So I gotta get all this looking nice. Crap. I swear. I get it locked into these iteration modes where I do like 5% change, 5% change over and over on a drawing. It's not, I don't think it helps that this monitor that I'm looking at on another screen is like not a very good monitor. So I'm going from an iPad screen, which looks great, to a really like much lower res monitor. I don't know if that's, not sure if that's a good thing to do. The color and the resolution is all off, and I'm making my judgment from that. I really like how lifelike it's becoming. Is it becoming lifelike? I'm becoming I'm becoming blind to my art. Can't see the forest from the trees. I think I've been looking at it too much today. I guess that's pretty cool. Did you know today was another Rapture prediction day? Rapture. What does that mean, Zaire? Doesn't rapture mean happy? Rapture? Not sure. Rapture? I'm not sure. That would be cool for a t-shirt. Whoa, what's the prediction? War? Today was the rapture. It failed, of course. I hope we did all the things that we wanted to enjoy before the rapture. I gotta look up rapture. Yeah, rapture, a feeling of intense pleasure or joy. Is there another meaning of rapture that doesn't mean positive? Oh, the other meaning is end of the world. Interesting. So the definition is very different from, I guess, the biblical meaning. Rapture, a feeling of intense pleasure or joy. Interesting. Rapture as in the supposed biblical rapture of the saints going to heaven. Well, I guess that's an intense feeling of pleasure and joy. Warlin and Strife Kumi are coming. Oh. These monsters are pretty fun to make. Let's do that. Uh, let's do a monster build where you just give me an idea, not a complete idea, but just like, I don't know, I guess rattle off some ideas and I'll just take whatever part of the idea that I like. For instance, if you said Batman, I would maybe just give him like Batman ears, but nothing else off Batman. 40, god damn it, 40, 60, 2900. None of the other ideas sparked anything for me. Werebear, big monster. Big monster's too vague. Black plague. Let's see. If I put my iPad like this, does that change anything? I guess it just makes smaller on the screen. Which one do you like better? You like it horizontal or vertical like this? Let's do a or horizontal. Oh, horizontal looks bigger, doesn't it? I don't know, not if I turn it like this though. It's exactly the same, I think. My ex-wife. Treading on dangerous territory right there. Let's see. There's nothing more terrifying than a woman scorned. Oh, I went through that. Nothing more awful to experience. Mother-in-law. My mother-in-law wasn't very bad, actually. My mom, on the other hand, was terrible to my ex-wife. My mom never gets along with anybody that I've been with. That's a whole other story. I used to like drawing bears. Not as much as lions. I guess we'll start off with a bear since you said werebear. Owlman. Are you the owlbear? Ooh, yeah, let's do an owlbear. I've never drawn an owlbear. What does my owlbear look like? I used to have one of those animal books, illustrated animal books. I freaking love that thing. I would look through that thing all the time for inspiration. That's what drawing this owl face reminds me of. Can you imagine if there was an owlbear that existed? It'd be so vicious. Something as vicious as a bear but has a beak. A hoot bear. That sounds familiar. I don't know. Did I draw a hoot bear? I made so many monsters I can't remember. Give it tentacles around the face and it will be a squid owlbear. Tentacles around the face. Next suggestion. Let me fix this a beak real quick. Every time I hear tentacles around the face, I just think of Nolgath. Tentacles are pretty fun to draw. It only takes a few lines to create a sense of depth. I also have such unique feather formations around the face. So streamlined. Cthulhu owlbear. Maybe more than 2 eyes. Yeah, I was just about to give him the whole Nolgath treatment. I made them all the same type of eye. Creepy. Maybe horns as well. Why? Don't even need to draw two. Just draw one with symmetry. The ears go in the shape of a horn. It's the first demon owlbear I've ever seen in my life. Look at us. Creating unique monsters. Never been a fan of bird-like demons, though. I don't know what it is, birds, except for the Skeksis from the Dark Crystal. Now, those were some creepy-ass birds. So, I was about to say, I've never seen any scary-looking birds, but I take that back. The Skeksis were super creepy. They were like vultures. If there's a time for one last suggestion about the ghost crab. A ghost crab. A shell exoskeleton is intact but cracked, damaged, and it's just ghostly fire fog animation animating the exoskeleton shell. Or unnatural skeletal crabs, since crabs don't have bones. It's built from various bones and etc. From creatures' remains. Menacing. It does look pretty menacing. Have you seen or heard of Shoebill. Yeah, I have heard of that. The Shoebill stork. I think it looks pretty scary, doesn't it? It looks like a freaking monster. Let me look that up, actually. I think I saw it on a nature channel. Yeah, it looks like a freaking... And it is, yeah, it's a meat eater. Jesus Christ, it's eating a monkey in one of these videos, or one of these pictures. Do not want to get bitten by that thing. It even looks mean. Is that even real? It's like eating a freaking baby monkey. It's so terrible. What a terrible thing to see. I will say the face gives a vibe of, did you just ask me how many how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Let me see. 1, 2, 3. 3 licks to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop. I remember as a kid I was confused by that. I wasn't a very bright kid. I was like, I don't think it's just 3. I think he just bit into it. I think there's shenanigans going on here. Like, yes, genius. Liao just duped the kid. I think this owl would be more like how many licks to devour your soul. Birds, to be honest, were never my favorite type of creature in games or media, and it's one of my least favorite animals. Even harpies, never a huge fan of. That harpy from Dragon's Dogma 2 was freaking menacing as hell. I had never played the game, but I saw clips of it. Just like a gigantic harpy with a menacing teeth and smile. Solve my riddle, or I'll devour you. The shoebill stork sounds like a machine gun with bass. Great, great photos. Kind of scary too. And yeah, crazy. I'm not a fan of. I'm not a crazy fan of harpies. Y'all can help me with stones now. Like staring in the void of darkness. It does look kind of like. This totally looks like it could just be one of those. I don't know. Almost shrine looking. That's the word I was looking for. Kind of like a shrine. I'll put scales on a bird's leg, but I'll put it on his biceps instead. There's something really satisfying about drawing with the symmetry tool on. I remember in elementary school, I don't know if you guys ever did it, but you paint. I don't even know if they have art classes anymore in schools. But I remember there was one assignment we had in art class where you fold a piece of paper and you paint on one side, and then you fold the piece of paper back together again so that the paint hits the other side, and then you get a symmetrical painting. And we made masks. We would make masks that way. That's what it reminds me of. Will you ever give pixel art a shot? I'd like to do that one day. Like staring into the void of darkness in a derpy way. Hey, what's up, Caleb? What's good, Mr. Artist? Just drawing random shit. This is some OG Nolgath you got cooking right there. Yeah, we got an owlbear with some Nolgath inspiration. I'm gonna turn my monitor. We were trying to do little monster mash, but we only got we got 1, 2, 3 suggestions. Start off with werebear, and turned into owlbear, and then owlbear with tentacles on the face, and then owlbear with multiple eyes, and then I just added horns to just basically make owlbear Nolgath. Milt, did you ever see the Fiend AQW Inquisitor Captain Armor set I did a year back or so? No. The Fiend AQW Inquisitor Captain. Well, let me look that up. Fiend AQW Inquisitor Captain. Is that the official name? I'm not sure if I am seeing it. Oh, Inquisitor, the enemies you need to deal with to go to the cave of Suanatma. Very cool. A Nullbearer, Algath. Algath is funny. Introducing Algath. Algath. put some highlights on these tentacles. Yeah, when I hear Inquisitor, I think of the same thing. Owlgath, the owlbear with gout. With a gout. I sent a link on Discord. It's a fiend version of the Inquisitor captain. Nowlbath. He needs a bath. I got a lot of messages. I like that helm. That's some cool shading. Inquisitor captain set, twisted and empowered by Rouse. Very cool, Zaire. I haven't seen any of this stuff. There's a lot. There's a lot. I'm looking at all the art that I've missed. Holy crap. This is from last year. Huh. Holy shit, I'll have to look at that later. There's so much I missed. I've been missing so much. It's looking hard, dude. Thank you, Caleb. When you think about it, he looks more like sitting in a toilet, releasing his problems. It does look like it. If you imagine that. He could be a good boss monster. Yeah, I think so. More of a gangster boss. I imagine he would have been Nulgified by the Archfiend Nulgath and made a commander. Yeah, I could see him being kind of like Yeah, commander type. Turned out pretty cool. Another cool monster accomplished. Could see him walking around with his hands clasped. I think we're coming to a close here. I've got to prepare myself to do a midnight gym run. See if my workout feels better at night than it does in the morning. Algath. We got Algath, we've got Haunter, we've got Nightmare Assassin, and we got Akumi. Akumi wants you. I did a mistake that you're never supposed to make. I made a tangent of her finger touching her hair. It's better. I really like this drawing now. I rarely make drawings with stories, so this is nice. The Fiendish Druid, frontline tank commander. Maybe he roosts on top of the dark mountain and commands owls and bears. That's a cool idea. Nullified owls sitting on mountains, nullified bears sitting in caves. Maybe a fiendish druid. Wait, what's that? His weapon? No idea what his weapon would be. Maybe a staff. Fiendish druid monster form. He could be an eldritch being. He does have tentacles and multiple eyes. Another for the bestiary, yes indeed. Would it be Nogify or Nogify? Gotta ask the man himself. Nogify. Probably the first one with the eye. Or Nullify, yeah. That flows better. Nullify him. Nogify, Nogify. Oh, Nogify, Nogify. I guess either or. It's like the or the. Potato, potato. What's up, Noxus Gaming? I would think a Fiendify. I would think Fiendify, since Nogath is technically owned by AE, not Milt, right? Fiendify. Ah, Fiendify. Man, that Jeep is so peak. Yeah, the Jeep came out nice. I really like it. Very cartoony. I call it a success when I can make an inanimate object to look like it's alive. You just gotta curve all the straight lines. Maybe one of the crop suggestions could be for next stream. Yeah, remind me, a druid. You gotta get in there early, so it sticks in my brain. But yeah, another successful series of drawings. Mainly just Algath and Haunter here. Did I draw anything else? Not really. Yes, indeed. Onwards and upwards. Alright, guys. Thanks for hanging out. and helping me make some more cool drawings. I'll be back again tomorrow for some more sketches. And keep my Kami energy ball growing. Yeah. I'm gonna go try to get prepared to work out, go to sleep, maybe play some video games tomorrow or something. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep this up at least Mondays through Thursdays, Caleb. Thank you, Zaire. Thank you, Truid. Caleb, Rickard, Noxus, Dante. Until next time, peace and 2 pieces.